Hey guys, so this is going to be a video on how to do orbitals. Now what an orbital looks like, it looks like this. And from a side view, you can see that it looks like this. So they're pretty cool looking. Now you can see the glow sticks spin around each other because they get almost tangled in the strings and they just keep spinning. And normally when an orbital stops spinning on shoelaces, it's because they get tangled or they get wound up and they can't get wound up anymore. But with the new flow toys, they come with this swivel right here, which really extends how long you can have an orbital for. So those are really important to get. If you're getting flow toys, make sure you get them with swivels if you're going to do orbitals. So an orbital is basically, it starts off by having your glow stick spinning like this in split time, going the same direction, basically where it looks like if they were on the same plane they would hit each other. So once you can have good split time and where they meet right in front of you, like right in the middle, you want to be able to do that. And then basically there are three parts to an orbital. There's a part where your strings come together, right? And you see how they kind of got tangled there? That's how an orbital starts. When you put your hands together, they start to wrap up, right? And you're going to want to have them only wrap once around each other. So you're going to want to have, when they're spinning like this, you're going to want to have them meet, and when they wrap up, you only want it to be like one full spin like this. So just when they meet, just one like this. Okay, one rotation. And once you can do that and get one rotation easily, the second part of it is to have your body turning a full 90 degrees, right? So if I'm facing this way, I want to turn and face this way a full 90 degrees, because what happens when you spin is the glow sticks start spinning in a circle, right? But if you stay facing the direction that you were facing when you're going like this, they spin parallel to the strings like that. They just kept spinning in the same direction. And what that does is it just tangles your strings and it doesn't look very good, and it doesn't result in a nice orbital. If you turn 90 degrees, they're spinning perpendicular to the string, right? So that's what makes an orbital look better and come out better. So you want to be able to just remember to turn a full 90 degrees in order to get the best orbitals. Now the third part of doing an orbital is when you're like this, when you're spinning them, and they tie up like that, right? And then you turn, you pull. Not too hard, because then they would just like rip apart, right? They would just rip apart. But also not too slowly, because if you pull too slowly, it doesn't look very good. I mean, that one was good actually, but if you pull too slowly, it ends up just like wobbling around and the strings shake and it doesn't look good. Like that, kind of. So you want to, through practice, you want to find the right amount to pull. It's not too hard to figure out once you can get the one rotation and then a 90 degree turn down. It's just figuring out what turns out best. And So you just want to practice that, figuring out how much to pull. And once you know that, it's just practice to get your orbitals looking good. Because you don't want them to look like that, because I was pulling too loose. But if you pull too tight, these actually don't rip apart very easily because they're flow toys. But on glow sticks, if you pull too tight, the strings will just pull apart, right? And if you have cheap glow sticks on your shoestrings, then the glow sticks may even just rip off of the string and like go flying somewhere, which isn't good. So you don't want to pull too hard and you don't want to pull too soft. You just want to figure out the right amount to pull. So when you're learning, it's essential to remember just have them wrap around the strings once, then turn 90 degrees and then just pull. Now to get into an orbital, you can do a number of different things. You can do it from the forward 3-beat weave, because basically any move that you can do it from has to have at one point your string spinning like this. Now from the forward 3-beat weave, you can do that. It's when your left hand goes from the bottom to the top on the left side of your body, instead of going to the top right here, you want to just like pull it apart and you can see that they're spinning split time. And then you can just pull it together. That's what happens if you pull too hard. Then you can just put it together and do an orbital. You can do it from like any sort of wrap combos. You can do it from a butterfly, even if you just do like a simple wrap. Well, even if you just do a simple wrap from a butterfly, you have your glow stick spinning like this. And then you can do an orbital. So you can figure a bunch of things out just to find a way where your glow sticks are spinning split time. Let's see. Oh yeah. If you have flow toys, they come with 3 colors. Like I have blue, white, and light blue. And here I have purple, blue, and pink. You'll notice on the outside, I have 2 colors on the bottom in one, and then 1 color on the bottom in the other. It looks cool. It looks better if you flip around one of your flow toys, because then you'll have an even distribution of colors in the orbital instead of having them all focused in the middle, and it'll just look better. So if you have flow toys, that's an option. Is there anything else? I think that's it, yeah. So just remember, any way that you can get to just spinning split time, you can do an orbital. And in an orbital, it's just have them rotate around once, right? And then just turn and pull. And you want to figure out the right amount to pull just by experience. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Orbitals may take a little while to learn, but with enough practice, they're easy to get, and they look cool, so you should try and learn them. Thanks, bye.